Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
Netflix has given Mayweather some financial advances, and we're talking millions of dollars. I don't know exactly, but when I threw out a figure, they said it's even higher than what I threw out. I threw out multiple millions of dollars. That Netflix has provided some money, that Floyd apparently has taken the contracts that he's had and has gone to a lender and said, look, I'm going to be earning all of this money. Here's the signed contract proving so. And then that the lender has given him some cash up front based on that as well. So he's basically taken these numerous advances on the earnings that he's going to take. And
It's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance.
I mean, whether you're flying on private jets, staying at first-class hotels, or you're, buying expensive jewelry and cars and bags and you name it.
Netflix is reportedly considering legal action against Floyd Mayweather Jr. after claims surfaced that he stepped away from the planned Manny Pacquiao fight. According to journalist Lance Pugmire, Mayweather had already received multi-million-dollar advance payments, meaning any attempt to pull out at this stage could potentially lead to serious legal complications.
Advances on the earnings that he's going to take. And look, as we look at this situation, guys, it strikes me that we know how precious Floyd's O is on his record. He's 50-0, unbelievable career. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished. But he's also, it appears to be in financial straits. And the two great loves of his life, money and that zero, are conflicting with each other right now, and he's in a pickle. He's in dire straits, so to speak. And how this exactly is going to play out, you would imagine that Floyd Mayweather will come to his senses and say, look, I have no choice but to participate in this fight. I've got to be at my best and win this fight to keep that O.
A post from The Fight Hype stated, "Nope, it's not still on, and I've got all the receipts, but I won't speak on it until this day is over. I don't want people thinking this is a joke." The message suggests they have supporting evidence but are holding back details for now before revealing the full situation. The post also added a personal remark, questioning why Ian was calling and implying he should be focused on the real issues involving the person allegedly responsible for the dispute. Meanwhile, Wade Plemon pointed to past boxing controversies involving fighters like Daisy and Logan Paul, calling them clear examples of how similar situations can unfold. He warned that if Floyd Mayweather attempts to mislead Netflix in the same way, it could lead to serious legal repercussions.
Demanded that they pay him some insane amount of money or he wasn't going to fight Deji while he was at the venue. And they wanted to change gloves and do all this stuff. And I think they actually did it. They paid Floyd to do it. And I've seen this with a bunch of his exhibitions. And obviously we know about the Logan Paul situation, how Floyd shopped his fight to a different company after essentially scamming royalty like Prince whoever in Dubai and stole his money. This is insane. Now he's trying to do it to Netflix. Oh yeah, he's 100% about to get sued because Manny Pacquiao says Floyd Mayweather signed 3 contractual agreements for a professional fight against Pacquiao. 3 separate agreements. They also claim Floyd Mayweather has been paid for signing these 3 agreements and has also taken out a cash advance payment on his purse for the fight. They also say Floyd Mayweather is officially in breach of contract for publicly stating this fight is
No Smoke Boxing posted on X that Manny Pacquiao has issued a warning to Floyd Mayweather, claiming he could face serious issues with Netflix promoters and sponsors if he attempts to withdraw from their signed September rematch. The message reflects rising pressure and growing tension around the contract and its potential consequences. Meanwhile, Teddy Atlas weighed in, suggesting that Mayweather's gambling habits and high-risk spending may have significantly impacted his finances over time, adding another layer to the ongoing controversy surrounding his comeback decisions.
He's, misery. So as I said earlier, so I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the
Joe Rogan pointed out that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was the biggest attraction in boxing for more than a decade. However, he suggested that certain financial choices and a failure to adapt over time may have contributed to preventable long-term money issues.
Like Floyd spends money like it's a tap, like he's got a tap, just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever, like there's all these lawsuits, like he hasn't been paying things and he owes money on this and owes money on that, and it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Tasha K explained that even when Floyd Mayweather Jr. appears to be extremely wealthy, the reality behind the scenes can be far more complicated. She noted that massive earnings don't always translate into lasting financial stability, especially when hidden costs, obligations, and ongoing expenses come into play.
See somebody like Floyd Mayweather, that's the oldest in the book, y'all. Y'all know. When y'all see somebody flogging money everywhere, they got this, they got that, they got this. Was it Gervonta Davis? Tank told us 2 years ago that the reason they held Floyd Mayweather, you can put it back on the screen, captain, in Dubai is because he had owed them money and they wouldn't release him until he announced the fight to give them their money back. You know they do that over there in Dubai, right? You ain't going nowhere if you owe a debt. He was trapped over there for almost 2 months, according to Gervonta. They shared the same manager, Al Layman, who collected money in cash because Floyd Mayweather gave him a power of attorney to do so. And so when Floyd went down there and sued Showtime, he's suing Showtime, the company, the network, that publicizes these.
Analyst Fannin explained that the controversy truly started when Floyd Mayweather Jr. accepted an advance payment from Manny Pacquiao's side. He emphasized that this wasn't just a symbolic deposit or a casual agreement, but a clear understanding that Mayweather was committing to a sanctioned professional fight. According to Fannin, once the funds were transferred, the expectation shifted toward a fully official and competitive bout moving forward. He added that any later confusion about whether the event would be treated as a legitimate fight or not became Mayweather's responsibility only after he had already accepted the advance.
To Manny Pacquiao's people, took an advance, right, which is money, against the fight with Manny. Watch this. He took an advance in that fight. He said, okay, I'll fight Manny, but I need an advance. After he got the advance, to my understanding, there then became an issue of whether or not the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd would be an exhibition or whether it would be a real fight. Now, let me tell you why there's a value in that for Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao wants to get his get back in the ring, a real fight with Floyd. He also, for Floyd, what's at risk is his undefeated record. Because Manny Pacquiao has been a relatively active fighter, more active than Floyd has against actual world-class fighters. That's not what Floyd's been doing. Now, after the deal is done, now there's a debate between, or an issue about whether it's going to be an exhibition or whether it is going to be.
Before this shift, the agreement was built on the assumption that both camps were fully aligned regarding the nature of the event. Once doubts began to surface about the fight's legitimacy, responsibility no longer sat with Pacquiao's team, as they had already delivered the agreed financial guarantee. He further explained that this change created a significant issue for Pacquiao, who entered the deal expecting the full value of a real contest, official sanctioning, major financial upside, and the competitive significance of the matchup itself. If those expectations are no longer honored, Pacquiao's side is effectively deprived of what they originally negotiated, turning the matter into a serious contractual disagreement.
This up At least that is the contention of Manny Pacquiao. He only brought that issue up after he got the advance. So if he got an advance, he put money in his pocket that he needed in his pocket. And then after that, he's going to switch up and say, no, I don't want to have an exhibition. I don't want to have a real fight. I want to have an exhibition. And as a result, he's depriving Manny Pacquiao of the benefit of the bargain that Manny gave him when he got that advance. Because the advance is there because Manny agreed, assuming that it was going to be a real fight, not an exhibition, because there's no reason between these two guys to have an exhibition for 3 rounds and waste a bunch of people's money where there's nothing on the line, which means Manny can't get his get back and Floyd keeps his 50-0. So it looks like Floyd's trying to get slick and switch it up. And at the same time, Floyd did something.
Business mogul 50 Cent had previously warned that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could eventually face financial difficulties, pointing to his spending habits years ago. He explained that this wasn't a random prediction, but something he believed was already evident from Floyd's lifestyle at the time. According to him, Mayweather's constant luxury purchases, extravagant lifestyle, and high-end spending patterns could gradually erode his wealth, regardless of how much he earned. 50 Cent stressed that even massive income doesn't guarantee long-term financial security if money isn't managed wisely. In his opinion, Floyd's spend big, earn big approach was always likely to catch up with him over time.
50 Cent literally said this 6 years ago, and I'm gonna play it for you. 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, this is what 50 Cent said, and it's kind of hard to argue with him. Roll the clip.
So, like, we got issues over anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like if you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action.
The discussion also pointed out that many people initially dismissed 50 Cent's remarks as criticism or personal bias, but he maintained that his comments were based on financial reality rather than emotion. He argued that even someone like Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite being among boxing's highest earners, is still exposed to risk if spending continues unchecked. According to him, a lifestyle driven by constant luxury, public appearances, and high-pressure entertainment demands can repeatedly push even wealthy individuals back into earning cycles. In his view, money holds power, but only when managed with discipline. Without that control, even massive billion-level earnings can gradually diminish over time.
You think Floyd coming back to the ring, he said this 6 years ago. 50 said, I think he got to because the money gone. And then the host is like, what? How did he make $1 billion basically? And the money is gone. How is the money gone? And 50 was like, I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to go into depth about it. But with that lifestyle that he living, that flashy stuff, he'll be eager to do club hosting and get cashed out.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
Fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
What you think? It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
Fight, get the money, spend the money.
According to reports, the Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight situation is still developing, with multiple sources stating that the event has not been officially canceled. One commentator claimed to have supporting evidence, but said they will not disclose details yet, choosing to wait until later to avoid escalating confusion or turning the situation into speculation. He also questioned why an individual named Ian, reportedly associated with Netflix, was reaching out to him instead of addressing the person allegedly at the center of the dispute. The discussion suggests the matter is becoming more serious with each passing day, with some claims pointing toward financial pressure influencing recent decisions. One analyst argued that Mayweather's approach to business has shifted toward more aggressive money-driven strategies, which critics are labeling as questionable conduct. It is also noted that the bout was originally scheduled for September 19th on Netflix and is still listed as active, with Mayweather reportedly in breach of contract. Adding to the complexity, concerns are being raised about his ongoing legal matters, including a dispute involving Showtime, further intensifying the overall situation.
I think that's somebody involved with Netflix. I think. I don't want to report that and not know it, but this person that Fight Hype is talking about, I think is someone involved with who is getting scammed there. But there's no receipts, anything like that, but this is getting, Deontay Wilder by the day, dude. I can't believe that Floyd has gone this far. It has to be a money thing, dude. It really does. Like when I said that Floyd was going broke, or at least that he was financially unstable, people were like, oh, he's got more money than you. What are you talking about? And I wasn't even trying to be mean with it. It's just a fact of the matter that Floyd has turned to the most insane business practices and downright scamming in some cases to get money that he hasn't even earned. And this looks like another example, except he's doing it in broad daylight to Netflix. Crazy.